Hi, my name is Renata Rimšaitė. I am a senior program manager at the Daugherty Water for Food Global Institute at the University of Nebraska. And today I am joined by Ornella, Uwayo, Keza, and Ali Berry, who are undergraduate students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and also interns here at the Daugherty Water for Food Global Institute. I have been working with Ali and Keza for the past 7 months on a new project that focuses on health and economic impacts of nitrate-contaminated groundwater in Nebraska. I think it has been a very exciting and fun process, but it would be much more interesting. I think it has been an exciting and fun process, but it would be much more interesting to hear about it from Ali and Keza. So let's ask them. So let's begin by telling us a little bit more about yourselves and also why you chose the Daugherty Water for Food Global Institute to pursue an internship with.
I am Ornella Keza, and I'm a senior. My major is integrated science. So the reason why I wanted to be part of Water for Food, like it was in my bucket list to be part of it since my sophomore year. I remember I was constantly reaching out to Nick to ask if there was any opportunity here, because I knew the amazing project they were doing back in my country, Rwanda. And I also wanted to be part of an institution that was addressing global challenges of food insecurity through water management. And also my major is mainly, most of my courses in agriculture, and I wanted to get more experience and also get out of my comfort zone. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Ali Berry. I'm a third-year environmental studies major at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. My primary interests are in studying the impacts of climate change on communities. And so part of the reason I wanted to get involved with the Water for Food Institute is because I knew that they did a lot of work with that, and I had one of my friends, Madison Zuko, who had previously interned here. She had a wonderful experience, and so I really trusted her word.
Great. Can you describe what you worked on during your internship and why is this project important? And also what has been your favorite part about working on the project?
Most of what Keza and I did this summer and then into this fall semester too was to study the impacts of nitrate contamination in groundwater. On public health is the primary aspect that we focused on. But we basically spent this summer creating ecosystem maps, which is a visual representation of all the different stakeholders involved in our issues that we were studying.
And yeah, and also in summer we're doing literature review and also discovery interviews to have interviews with people who worked on the same issues to learn more. And also the literature review give us some perspective about the health outcome of the high level nitrate contamination. And yeah, that was mostly about it. And also working on the ecosystem, which was a fun part. Yeah.
Nice. What is one interesting or maybe surprising thing that you have learned during your internship?
So I will start with working in teams.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a really amazing opportunity because I really learned from my teammates Ali, because she was one of the person one of my team were always working on something together. And one thing I learned about her was I always made fun of it. She was if I'm not doing it at 100%, I'm not going to submit it. And she could not submit something if she was not fully at 100% that she gave it all. And I really like about that part. Yeah, mostly it was about working with team and also discovery interviews, which was also something that really helped me to go out of my comfort zone and to be able to talk with different people. I never thought to have an interview with them and learn more from them.
Yeah. Thanks, Keza. Yeah, I definitely agree with both of those points. I think that one of the best experiences was getting to do discovery interviews with people. It really helped build the skill of getting to learn about and ask the right questions to get people to give you the answers of what they work on and what they're really passionate about as well, I think is one of the greatest benefits of talking to individuals in fields that you're unfamiliar with or even semi-familiar with. And then working in teams too, it was great to be on a project where it's more of a horizontal scheme of like a power structure almost, but not really. And everybody's ideas are respected and welcomed. And so I thought it was great to be in a work environment and kind of establish that standard. I feel spoiled now. I feel like I'm gonna go to my next internship and maybe they're not gonna be as good at it. But I do have certainly really high standards for what it means to integrate other people's input, opinions and viewpoints.
So since you brought teamwork, I think I'm gonna ask this question next. What have you learned from each other? So you mentioned a little bit that you worked with Ali and you learned from her high standards, I believe, right? Just 100%. So is there anything else you learned from each other? Because I think you didn't know each other before you came here, right? So can you talk a little bit about that?
I think with Keza, some of the things that I learned was about what it is to work with somebody with a different skill set, because a lot of the work that I had done previously was with other environmental studies students, and so we were kind of all on the same page and wavelength. So getting to the Institute, it was really exciting to see somebody who did other work and also was excited about that. And you really brought a great energy to the office when I was stressed out. You really, you made everything okay. And so Keza was only in the office about 2-3 days a week. And so I was always looking forward to those days where I wasn't alone in there.
So I'll also say the same thing as you said, and also the previous thing I said, and like working with like a team we made most with Ali, and I really learned about like someone who worked in a different field, and like different field from mine, and also learn different skills from her. Like as I told you, like work on something until I know like I really did everything I was supposed to do. I would not submit it, and you have seen it through these holes. I would be like, I'm not going to submit something if it's not good enough. So yeah, that's what I really learned about Ali, and I'm looking forward to use it in my next internship. Yeah.
How has your internship fit in with your academic and professional trajectories?
So when I came here, I was mainly looking forward to learn about the agriculture part and the economic part, but I never thought that this internship will give me the opportunity to know what I'm going to pursue in my master's degree, which is the healthcare administration. And I'm so honored and grateful that I had this opportunity, because now I have something in mind that I feel like I know what I have to do. But when I came here, I remember in my in the professional development, they'll say, what do you want to do next? But like, okay, I don't know. But now I'm proud that like next semester, I'll know what I have to do. And also know that I have people that I can reach out to give me like the direction where I have to do in my next steps. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I think when I started this internship, I was definitely looking for something that would give me a more concrete method to carry out my interests in environmental studies and climate change, because I think there's so many different ways that you can make an impact. But at Nebraska, there's a lot to do, but I also didn't know how specific I could make it. And so coming to the Institute really helped clarify to me and show me similar to Keza, that public health is a great track to go down. And so that's something that I definitely want to integrate in the future. And Renata, like you've helped me a lot try to figure out who I can talk to, what fields I can look at, different resources has been incredibly helpful. So thank you.
Nice. What advice would you give future interns? Can you share any tips for students that will work with the Institute in the future? What you wish you knew before you joined us?
I would say definitely be prepared to come to a workspace that values what you have to say and your background. I think as an undergraduate student, sometimes I can kind of feel like upper teens, early 20s, we're not super great at anything in particular, is sometimes what it feels like when you're in college. But to be here, it's an awesome space to get to exemplify your strengths and then build upon those. So really come here, understand that your thoughts have value to it, and I think you'll find it's well reciprocated.
I also agree with Ali, and also like being like to know that your thoughts are going to be valued here, and also not be afraid to ask questions. Also reach out to them and be like, I'm not good at this, how can I do it? Like having, like, I remember the first time I'd be like, have one-on-one, and don't be afraid to limit what you are supposed to ask them, because they're gone. People here, that's what I like. I agree with the thing that you say, that I'm worried about the next place that I'm going to work, because I'm not sure they're going to try to make me feel safe and feel like I can speak with whatever idea that I have, and also help me. And this was the first internship that I worked. They were really into like helping me in my professional development. So always know that your ideas will be valued, and also you can reach them to help you in anything. And yeah, that's it.
These are really great tips. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, is there anything that I didn't ask that you'd like to share?
I think there was one question that we had kind of prepared before, just talking about highlights of our experience. I think probably one of the top moments was when we got to do an informational interview with Marty Stengy out at Hastings. Oh. That was awesome. I tell my friends about it all the time. So they have an aquifer restoration system out there to basically take 2 pumps from one well, and it takes the nitrate concentrated water off of the top surface and then uses the more diluted and clean water through the bottom, and then they put that one through reverse osmosis, re-inject it back into the aquifer. It's just so radically simple that I just get floored about it. Every time I think about it, it's just definitely a highlight, and we got to go out there and see it too, which was incredible.
Yeah.
Me too, I would say this, like informative interviews. Yeah, I didn't go with you, so I never had the opportunity. I didn't have the opportunity to see everything. But I heard you were telling me about your experience, which was bad. Yeah, like informative interviews, and also literature reviews. Literature reviews were the fun part, because this was the first time someone to tell you go and do some research on a specific topic, and also do some summary about it. So it was the fun part, and the fun part was discussing them with you.
Yeah.
And also when you're stressing out in the room, I'll be like, why are you stressing out? Okay, I'm going to the stairs, and the comment button that would be clear. So yeah, that would be the fun part, like the informative interview, literature review, and also having a team that you can discuss with it and make it fun, instead of making it more professional, but make it more fun. And that was that what made this experience, and then that what made this an amazing experience. Yeah.
I never thought that I would hear anybody say that literature review is the funnest part of the experience. So thanks for that. That's amazing to hear. So thank you, Keza. And thank you both again. This was fun. Thanks for working with me. I learned a lot from you as well. It was a fun experience.